It's Wednesday, June 7th. Good morning. I'm Jasmine Anderson. Topping your headlines in Newsday exclusive. The Nassau DA has launched an investigation into the Oyster Bay Town Inspector General. At issue, Brian Noon's approval of a proposed $2 million cybersecurity contract for a vendor that records show is tied to his private business. Town officials confirm they have turned over materials to prosecutors. Noon has been relieved of his regular duties overseeing the town's contracting since March 24th. However, he's still collecting his annual salary of $154,000. Smoke from hundreds of Canadian wildfires still threatening the health of Long Islanders this morning. State health officials urging you to limit outdoor activities through today. And an even stronger warning for people with underlying lung conditions. They're being told to stay inside when possible because the poor air quality could trigger asthma attacks. Some schools are canceling outdoor activities today. And take a look at this. This is what the smoky sky looked like at the Yankees game in the Bronx last night. Fans say it smelled like a campfire. Developing now, an arrest after a deadly stabbing on the East End. Southampton Town Police arrested Jalbert Lopez Perez yesterday afternoon. They say the homeless man killed another man whom they have not yet identified on Nugent Drive in Riverside. Lopez Perez will be arraigned today. This Manhattan man is accused of posing as a fire marshal and scamming Long Island businesses out of thousands of dollars. Police say Michael Carrion visited multiple businesses and lied about being a fire marshal, then conducted fake inspections and imposed fines. We're told he collected more than $3,000 from 5 Nassau businesses. The future of your commute and the world's most famous arena are intersecting. Alfonso Castillo has a look at the debate over what role Madison Square Garden should play in the planned reconstruction of Penn Station.
It's a central question in the debate over an $8 billion reconstruction of Penn Station. Should Madison Square Garden help pay for the planned improvements, or should it get paid?
I think that's really short-sighted.
Under one proposal floated by Italian firm ASTM, developers would buy the theater from Madison Square Garden and knock it down to create a brand new entrance to Penn Station here on 8th Avenue.
But as MSG negotiates a new deal with New York City to continue operating at its current location, MTA officials believe that proposal is backwards.
We're in a position where we're able to ask Madison Square Garden to help make improvements as part of Penn reconstruction. That alternative proposal would do the opposite. It would pay Madison Square Garden something like $1 billion for the use of that Hulu theater. So we're adding cost without much benefit.
Penn Station traveler and Madison Square Garden event goer Josh Vink agreed.
I would say no to knocking down the Hulu theater. With most folks coming in on 7th Avenue anyway, why would we use taxpayer dollars to A, knock down a really nice theater?
The debate comes as the LIRR and other railroads have said MSG is not compatible with Penn Station. For its part, Madison Square Garden says it's deeply committed to improving Penn Station and the surrounding area.
Now, the plan backed by the MTA also comes with some changes for Madison Square Garden. This abandoned taxiway running between 31st and 33rd Street under the garden would all be knocked down, transformed into a grand train hall with a 100-foot tall glass atrium with natural light shining down onto Long Island Railroad riders. For Newsday TV, I'm Alfonso Castillo.
Alfonso, thank you. The City Planning Commission will hear from the public today about the proposal to extend a permit that allows MSG to operate. You can read more on this story on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. The MTA wants you to know hate will not be tolerated in the transit system. It's rolling out Pride Street decals, including Pride hearts on subway cars and LIRR trains and buses in support of Pride Month. There will also be limited edition Pride Metro cards. Pope Francis is having surgery today. The Vatican says the 86-year-old will be in the hospital in Rome for several days after having abdomen surgery today. It's to treat, quote, recurrent painful and worsening constriction of the intestine. Sports now. Aaron Judge is on the 10-day injury list. The Yankees captain has a ligament contusion and sprain in his right big toe. It happened while making one of the best catches of the year on Saturday in Los Angeles when he ran through a wall to grab a flying ball. We wish him the well. Long Island's Jeremy Ruckert impressing his coach at Jets training camp.
He looks awesome. He's hungry. Last year he had the plantar fasciitis. He was, dealing with the foot injury all season. But he looks like a guy on a mission. Now we're not in pads yet, but I'm not worried about him in pads. He's got a nasty streak to him.
The tight end from Lindenhurst is in his second year with the team. Coming up, a story you'll see only in Newsday.
Everybody's positive and everybody works together.
A trip to a Long Island bakery that empowers special needs employees. Plus,
it is time to play. We are checking out all the new play places on Long Island.
Make-believe villages to building a foundation for early learning. Elisa takes us to brand new spots that your little ones will love. But first, your hyper-local weather. An air quality alert is in effect until midnight in Nassau and Suffolk counties. We're mostly sunny today, highs around 75 degrees. Tonight, partly cloudy with temps in the 50s. Tomorrow, more sunshine around 70 degrees. Look at your futurecast here. We may see some spotty showers this afternoon and tomorrow. Your 7-day forecast coming up.
Watch Newsday TV on the big screen. Use the remote to activate Siri, Alexa, Roku, or the Google Assistant on your streaming device. Say, install Newsday. Newsday TV, covering Long Island like no one else can.
A Hamptons bakery is a training ground for adults with special needs. Sherry Einhorn has a story you'll see only in Newsday.
I'll do the eggs.
It's a busy day here at the South Fork Bakery in Amagansett. I wish you could smell what's happening in this kitchen. There is biscotti baking, cookies crisping, and it just makes you want to smile.
Everybody's positive and everybody works together.
Since 2016, this bakery has been a training and employment program for adults with special needs, like 38-year-old Scott Beinecke.
I like the opportunities that I get to see when I'm presented with a new recipe or a new task to take over.
You guys are about halfway done with these, it looks like.
Shirley Rook is the founder. She's a speech and language pathologist who says adults with special needs are at a major disadvantage in the job market, simply because some businesses don't know what to expect.
If we don't have the education or the understanding of the challenges and the benefits, of having a person with special needs on our workforce, then, they don't do it. They don't take that extra step.
Here, they're learning measuring, mixing, and baking, but also communication skills, sales, and marketing. Sarah Johnner says she does a little of everything.
Putting blondies in the bags, and I do the farmers markets, and I do the deliveries, and I do about 1,000 labels a week.
Now, the bakery has a very specific goal this year, and that is to have 6 employees working in outside businesses by the end of the year. One already is, and another is about to start.
Scott works at his other job in the food service industry 3 days a week, and so far, he says, it's going very well.
I feel more confident doing other tasks in other places.
The bakery sells to about 50 local businesses, which is why they have so much work to do.
Businesses love our product, love our cookies, love what we do, love the mission, and they're really happy to support us.
In Amagansett, I'm Sherry Einhorn for Newsday TV.
Ooh, the cookies look really good. Great job, Scott. For more on the South Fork Bakery, go to Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. The kids will be done with school soon, and there are some new places for them to play. Elisa DiStefano has a story you'll see only in Newsday.
There are new play places for your little one to have big fun. Are you ready to play? Yay! Our first stop, La La Land in Babylon Village.
Imagination runs wild, and kids can run too in the large, light, bright space created by a mom who searched for somewhere like this to bring her daughter.
There weren't a lot of places that offered me the flexibility to do so while I was a working mother. So I wanted to create my own space.
Children can climb the jungle gym, pretend they're a vet, and work in the cafe.
What do you like to make in the kitchen?
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti!
Here you pay as you play with no class commitment.
I am now an official toy tester. Our next stop, East Setauket.
Play a la Mode is an open play cafe and a pretend village featuring a school, salon, and supermarket. The magical make-believe land was brought to life by a former nanny who once searched for a padded play space for the kids she cared for.
There isn't anything like that in this area to begin with, so I just wanted to bring it closer and a place for parents to hang out and their children to have their birthday parties.
Our last stop, Nassau County, More Than Play in Seaford. Are those for me? Thank you.
More Than Play was created by two moms who are speech-language pathologists.
So More Than Play means that we're not just a play space, we're more than a play space, we are a play and enrichment center. So we have our curated play space up front and we have our classroom in the back, and all of our classes are led by licensed and certified therapists and educators.
Children can play with purpose in the pizzeria, at the doctor's office, and on a construction site. With 1 hour open social play sessions, it provides flexibility for parents and
a great place to play and build a foundation for early learning. For Newsday TV, Elisa DiStefano.
Very nice. For more on the new places to play, go to Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box.
Get more of the stories you've seen on Newsday TV at Newsday.com. Plus breaking news, investigations, things to do, restaurants, and other Long Island news you can't get anywhere else. At Newsday.com, covering Long Island like no one else can.
I'm Jasmine Anderson. Thanks for watching. We'll leave you with a look at your hyperlocal 7-day forecast.